Now for determination of hybridization, we can use different methods. In each book you can find 2-3 methods. So we will also explain to you several methods for getting the hybridization. First I will explain to you some basic methods, then I will explain to you one more method is there. So we can take first, already we discussed in Weisbach theory, value of n by 2. We have got the value of n by 2. This number can be 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can take here calculation of one number more. We can take as n dash by 2, or we can take here number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs on the atom given. On central atom, we can try to find these values. Already I explained to you formation or calculation of n by 2 value, explained to you. This you can find if the geometry or shape is given to you. If the geometry or shape given to you, number of sigma bonds or a plus number of lone pairs on the central atom or whatever atom, central atom or any atom for which you want to know hybridization. If the structure is known to you, can use this direct point, or we take one more value, n dash by 2. What is n dash taken here? N dash can be taken here as the number of valence electrons. It is a method similar to this n by 2 but modification. It is number of valence electrons of central atom plus number of monovalent atoms plus number of monovalent atoms plus in case of ions add negative charge or subtract positive charge. Subtract positive charge to get the value of n dash. We have taken n, we have taken number of other atoms, but now we take number of monovalent atoms. It is first we take number of valence electrons of central atom plus number of monovalent atoms around central atom plus add negative charge if we have anions or subtract positive charge in case of cations. This can give the value of n dash, and now we find the value of n dash by 2. This n dash by 2 taken here after calculation of n dash, we find n dash by 2. It is number of sigma bonds plus, or we can take number of other atom all. It is number of other atoms, now not monovalent, all other atoms plus lone pairs, number of lone pairs on central atom. And then what can be taken number of other atoms? We can find from the structure given to you or the formula given, number of other atoms. Once is known to us, we can find the number of lone pairs. So what is number of lone pairs from here? Number of lone pairs can be taken equal to n dash by 2 minus number of other atoms. See, I just made only one modification in calculation of n dash from n. I just taken number of monovalent atoms instead of number of other atoms, but n dash by 2 I am writing equal to number of other atoms plus number of lone pairs on the central atom. And what is number of lone pairs will be n dash by 2 minus number of other atoms. The value taken of n dash by 2 is number of lone pairs will be equal to how much from here? N dash by 2 minus number of other atoms. After this calculation, this number I am writing combinedly as x. This number I am writing as x. If the number x is known to us, we can tell directly hybridization of the atom for which these values are known to us. So for these values, we can make one table in which all the values I will explain to you, and then we will explain the shapes in separate cases directly. We can take value of x. This x is same as already given you n by 2 or n dash by 2. Then this x can give the hybridization. For the given hybridization we can have geometry or expected shape. Then we can have bond angles. If they ask at next, can write here orbitals involved in hybridization. Like this number can be taken 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We first find the value of x. x क्या था आपका? I told you x can be taken here either n by 2 or n dash by 2 or number of bonds, number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs on the atom concerned. This x value find first for the atom of which we require hybridization. After getting x, we can take what is hybridization taken here. Hybridization taken for x2 is taken sp, involving one s orbital, one p orbital. Geometry in this case become linear. Bond angle become here 180 degree. It involve one s orbital and any one p orbital. Then when we take 3, this is indicating sp2 orbital. In sp2 the shape become geometry become trigonal planar. Bond angle all same 120 degree. It involve one s orbital and any two p orbitals. One s and any two p orbitals. Now next taken sp3 hybridization. Geometry is taken tetrahedral. The bond angle taken here is 109 degree 28 minutes. They involve one s orbital and all three p orbitals. Now in 5 they involve as hybridization will be sp3d. In this case geometry become trigonal bipyramidal. Bond angle taken two types, 120 degree and angle of 90 degree. They involve क्या लिखा है 1s 3p and 1d. तो s all three p orbitals px py pz orbitals plus 1d. d is taken dz square. We take xy plane to xy plane, z is perpendicular. You can have s px py pz all three plus 1d. Which one d? dz square orbital. Next taken is sp3 d2 hybridization. Geometry become here octahedral. All bond angle same 90 degree. They involve s plus all three p orbitals px py pz plus dx square minus y square plus dz square orbitals. They involve one s orbital, three p orbital, two d orbitals. Which are the orbital involved here? px py pz plus dx square minus y square plus dz square orbital. And then last one can be taken here for 7 case sp3 d3 hybridization. For sp3 d3 hybridization geometry become pentagonal bipyramidal. They involve orbitals. They have bond angle taken two types, 72 degree and angle of 90 degree. They involve which orbitals? 1s, all three p, px, py, pz plus d z square orbital plus d x square minus y square plus dxy. They involve 3d orbitals. dz square plus dx square minus y square plus dxy. Involve 3 d orbitals. That is the table in which we have summarized the orbital involved. This part normally is not required for doing questions. It is for your understanding or information only. Now let us use this hybridization or determination of hybridization by these methods in different cases. So we have discussed now hybridization concept, what is hybridization and how for the molecules we can predict the shape and geometry using hybridization concept. It explains the drawback like equal bond angles in ammonia, water, or we can take CH4 molecules. So different drawbacks were there which were found in the valence bond theory. If water suppose was taken without any kind of hybridization, if they directly form bonds, the angle should be 90 degree, or methane should have bond angles 90 degree, or even ammonia, if the overlapping occur of directly p orbitals with hydrogens s orbitals, they should have bond angle of 90 degree. But the bond angles are found to be different in all the three cases as against the valence bond theory. So this is one concept. Now the next questions are given to you in examinations. Prediction of hybridization. You get a question in this molecule or ion, find the hybridization of central atom and the geometry and the shape of the molecule. Geometry means in geometry we consider everything, lone pair, bond pairs. In shape we only see the bonds and only see the sigma bonds. So anyway, to apply this method, we apply method of n-2 is very simple and almost applicable in all the cases in which we have single central atom. If you have more than one central atoms, around which they can have other atom arranged, then structure is required to us. From the structure of molecule we can predict the answers. So let us take to apply this example in some cases. If I take suppose here a molecule taken is, let's say, HCF2. In this case they require hybridization. So when we take the method of n-2, what is n-? Xenon is noble gas, outermost shell 8 electrons plus monovalent atoms 2 by 2, that is 5. 5 means it have hybridization sp3d. Number taken of n-2 is taken 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have hybridization accordingly. So when we have hybridization sp3d, in this case the geometry will be taken trigonal, bipyramidal, and then we have told the points in this geometry when they have lone pair, then the lone pairs are always placed first at the equatorial positions. We have got how many lone pair in this case? Xenon is central atom, we have 2 other atoms, so they will have 2 bonds. And the lone pair will be how much in this case? 3 lone pairs. So 2 bonds means fluorine and lone pairs at the equatorial positions. All 3 lone pairs equatorial. The shape will be here linear, hybridization sp3d, and shape will be called linear. In the exam they only ask geometry or shape without mentioning difference. You will tell the shape only, actual shape. So in this case hybridization sp3d and shape become linear. This value you can find it is same as n by 2 also. It is same as n by 2 as well. If we have two bond pairs, as we have two fluorine atoms, and then 3 will be the lone pairs. So if the molecule doesn't have multiple bonds, this method n by 2 is well applicable. Now let us take a case where the molecules can have double bonds, pi bonds, or they can have also triple bonds. So let us take the next example taken here. Now if I take next example taken here, molecule taken, let's say sulfur dioxide. In this case, can you tell the hybridization and geometry, means shape? So in this case sulfur is central atom. In this case we find the value of n dash by 2. कितना आएगा? Sulfur central atom, valence shell 6 electrons, plus what is oxygen divalent, leave it. What we take here in calculation of n dash, number of valence electrons of central atom plus number of monovalent atoms. What is oxygen divalent, leave it. So कितना आएगा? 6 by 2, 3. 3 means it have hybridization sp2. It have got hybridization sp2. Now in this case what can be taken? Number of sigma bonds or bond pairs. We can take number of sigma bonds will be same as number of other atoms, 2, and rest will be lone pairs. 3 minus 2, so 1 lone pair. For sp2 hybridization, what is geometry? Trigonal planar. Now there are 2 oxygen atom. So we have 2 oxygen atom placed here. One is lone pair. So make one lone pair. Now oxygen is divalent, should have double bond. O is divalent, so should have double bond. So this is the hybridization of SO2 molecule. Hybridization is sp2. Geometry or shape become angular or bent. Now this you have to think slightly yourself. कि pi bonds अगर आएगा, double bond आएंगे तो कैसे आएंगे? O is divalent, तो either we can draw dative bond or we can write here simply double bonds. Now if I take next example taken, suppose carbonatine. For carbon hybridization, for carbons we require hybridization. So in this case find the value of first n dash by 2. Carbon central atom, valence shell 4 electrons, plus leave oxygen which are divalent, plus add negative charge by 2. That is how much? 3. So in carbonatine the value taken of n dash by 2 is 3. We have 3 oxygen atoms. That means we have 3 sigma bonds or bond pairs, and then lone pair will be how much in this case? 0. So carbon, when we have sp2 hybridization for 3, we have hybridization sp2. When we have sp2 hybridization, all the 3 oxygen atoms forming sigma bonds. Now they have got 2 minus charge, so 2 of the oxygen will carry -1 formal charge each. Then 1 oxygen remaining will have double bond. The O will have minus charge. They form single bond to have complete octet, whereas double bond oxygen will have no charge because then they have complete octet. If you draw an electron, suppose we draw here. So this can be taken the structure of carbonatine. And if you take by resonance, they have all same bond length. Resonance I'll explain to you after hybridization. In this case, it have hybridization sp2 and shape become trigonal planar. All the atoms are lying in same plane, and in this case, all the bond lengths will be equal. They are not different. ये लगता है बच्चों को कि 2 डबल सिंगल बॉन्ड है, 1 डबल बॉन्ड है, तो ये शॉर्ट होना चाहिए, ये लेंथी होना चाहिए, नहीं. It have got all the bond lengths identical because of phenomena of resonance. So I hope it is clear. Now let us take 2-3 more examples, then I will take one question to you. Now next example can be taken here. HCOF2 molecule. Again you can take xenon is central atom, So in this case, can you find hybridization in geometry? Again, you first find the value of n dash by 2. Xenon is noble gas, 8 electron in outermost shell. Leave oxygen, we have 2 atom fluorine by 2, that is 5. 5 means it have got hybridization sp3d. For 5 orbitals, it have got hybridization sp3d. What is hybridization? Now in this case, what they can have sigma bonds. जितने आपके एटम और होंगे, नंबर टोटल कितना है, 1 ऑक्सीजन 2 फ्लोरीन, तो देयर 3 सिग्मा बॉन्ड्स एंड रेस्ट कैन बी टेकन लोन पेयर्स. कितना आएगा, 5 minus 3, 2 लोन पेयर्स. फॉर हाइब्रिडाइजेशन sp3d, ड्रॉ ज्योमेट्री फर्स्ट. Draw geometry first. Trigonal, bipyramidal. In this geometry, we have taken the bent rule. As per bent rule, what we write here? More electronegative atom fluorine will be going at axial positions. First place 2 lone pairs at equatorial positions, and then bond in the, we have 3 atoms, so 2 fluorine, 1 oxygen. So we cannot place atom in any position at our will. हमारा रूल क्या है? More electronegative atom fluorine axial, less electronegative atom whatever remaining equatorial. So we have oxygen equatorial and fluorine axial. So now O should have double bond to have complete octet without any charge. So it is double bond with oxygen. So the hybridization is same, sp3d, and it has got shape is called T shape. Hybridization sp3d and shape is T shape. Now next can be taken example HcO2F2. HcO2F2. In this HcO2F2, which atom can be center atom? Again xenon. So for xenon, what is the value of n dash by 2? Noble gas xenon, 8 electron in outermost shell plus 2 fluorine by 2, that is 5. For 5 we have hybridization sp3d. The value taken of n dash by 2, 5 means hybridization sp3d. For this hybridization sp3d, what can be taken your geometry? उसके बाद देखते हैं कितना होगा इसमें, सिग्मा बॉन्ड्स कितना होंगे, जितने आपके और एटम्स हैं. कितने एटम्स हैं, 4. तो 4 सिग्मा बॉन्ड्स, then they will have how many lone pairs? 5 minus 4, 1 lone pair. So draw the geometry first. Now as per bent rule, first we can place 1 lone pair equatorial, then applying bent rule. In different other atoms, fluorine atom axial, more electronegative atom is placed at axial position and less electronegative atom equatorial positions. We have 2 oxygen atoms will be equatorial. O should have double bond to have complete octet, being divalent atom oxygen. It the shape taken here, hybridization is sp3d and the shape is called as seesaw. It is one very important example. HcO2F2 in questions. In fact, xenon compounds are found or given very frequently in your examinations, almost different entrance examination. Xenon oxides, oxyfluorides are given very frequently in your examinations. So I hope it's clear. These examples are clear to you for finding hybridization. Now let us apply this method for other different cases. Now that you practice at your own, and then we'll discuss. Now the question given to you, find hybridization of atoms underlined and draw the shapes. NO2 minus, NO3 minus, CO2, POCl3, SOCl2, SO2Cl2, SO32 minus, SO42 minus, XeO3F2, XeO3, IO3 minus, ClO4 minus, ClO2 minus. Try all the examples at yourself. Now coming on solution part of these questions, we can take at a time one example and then try all the bits here. Let us try here first for Nitritine. In nitritine for nitrogen, what is hybridization? For nitritine in nitrogen, we will have what hybridization? Find the value first. N dash by 2. Nitrogen has 5 electron valence shell. Leave oxygen. Add minus charge by 2. So we'll have 3. 3 means it have hybridization sp2. 3 means it have hybridization sp2. And then for sp2 hybridization, the geometry is what here? Trigonal planar. Now in this case we have 2 oxygen atoms. That means we should have 1 lone pair. So make 1 lone pair. And 2 will be oxygen forming sigma bonds. Right? 2 oxygen having sigma bonds. Then charge negative should be on the more electronegative element, oxygen. So 1 O have single bond and then 1 O will have double bond. It the shape means it have hybridization sp2. It have shape angular in nitritine. So first example is over. Now second, take a nitritine. In nitritine, again find the value of n dash by 2. Coming same, 5 plus 1 by 2, 3. 3 means hybridization sp2. 3 means again hybridization sp2. We have 3 oxygen atoms. So all 3 oxygen will form 3 sigma bonds. No lone pair. Now we can have charge negative 1 on one of the oxygen atom and then we can have 1 double bond. Now oxygen atom cannot form, or nitrogen atom in fact here cannot form more than 4 bonds. All the element of second period do not have vacant d orbitals, so they cannot form more than 4 bonds. So we can draw here 1 coordinate bond. 1 bond become coordinate bond with oxygen and 3 will be the 2 bond will be simple covalent bonds. 1 can be double bond and 2 single bonds. It is nitritine, but by resonance all are equivalent. So hybridization sp2 or shape become now trigonal planar. Shape become trigonal planar. So we have done 2 examples. Now CO2 molecule. For CO2 molecule, find the value of n dash by 2. Carbon central atom 4. 0 other atoms monovalent. So 2. 2 means it have got hybridization sp. Sp hybridization means shape linear. Carbon central atom no minus charge, so both O should have double bond. For CO2 molecule, shape or geometry become linear. Hybridization sp. Next can be taken example POCl3. Here phosphorus will be central atom. For phosphorus central atom, what can be taken first? N dash by 2 value. Phosphorus 5 electrons in valence shell plus 3 atom chlorine. Leave oxygen being divalent. So by 2 will be giving 4. 4 means it have hybridization sp3. So phosphorus, draw the geometry tetrahedral. Now they have got 1 oxygen atom, place 1 oxygen, 3 chlorine atoms. Chlorine forms single bonds, but O can form double bond. So in this case the hybridization is sp3. Shape is tetrahedral but has some distortion because of unequal repulsions. So shape we can call tetrahedral but distorted because of unequal repulsion by the bond pairs. The shape is not a regular tetrahedral. Some distortions will arise. All bond angles are not equal. That's example taken POCl3 molecule. So we have done up to here. Now next we can take SOCl2. Now next taken SOCl2 molecule. Sulfur central atom. So what is the value of n dash by 2 here? Sulfur central atom 6 electrons in valence shell plus 2 atom chlorine. Leave oxygen in being divalent by 2. Number is 4. 4 means it have hybridization sp3. sp3 hybridization, it have 3 atoms only, so they have 3 sigma bonds, and then they will have 1 lone pair also. So in this case, sulfur central atom, 1 lone pair and 3 sigma bonds, 1 oxygen, 2 chlorine. Then O should have double bond to have complete octet. So shape is taken pyramidal like ammonia. SOCl2 molecule have shape pyramidal, or you can call trigonal pyramidal. Clear हुआ? Next taken SO2Cl2. In SO2Cl2 molecule, find the value of N-2. Sulfur have 6 electron, leave oxygen, 2 chlorine by 2, that's 4. For 4, we will have hybridization sp3. We will have hybridization sp3. So geometry can be taken here. Tetrahedral. You can add atom in any sequence. Oxygen here, chlorine here, doesn't matter. But now O will have double bond being divalent atom. So in this case, hybridization तो उसका same ही रहेगा sp3. Geometry taken is trigonal, tetrahedral, not trigonal, tetrahedral geometry. But some distortion is there in the shape because of unequal bonds. You have 2 double bonds, 2 single bonds. So repulsion by double bond and single bond is not same. Double bonds cause more repulsion than single bonds. So geometry is tetrahedral, but have some distortion in the arrangement. Now next one taken here is sulfitine, SO3 2 minus. In this case for sulfur, what is the value of N-2? 6 electron sulfur valence shell plus 2 by 2, that is again 4. So 4 means it have got hybridization sp3. So sp3 means it have got 3 atoms, so we'll have 3 sigma bonds and 1 lone pair. With oxygen atoms, they will form 3 sigma bonds, and then we have charge only -2, then 1 O should have double bond. आपके लिए बहुत सिंपल तरीका है, अगर आपका सिंगल बॉन्ड है तो आप वहां पे रखेंगे माइनस चार्ज O के साथ में, अगर डबल बॉन्ड है तो चार्ज नहीं आएगा, सिंपल है. और चार्ज कहां पे आता है जनरली? इफ वी हैव आयनिक स्ट्रक्चर्स और इन कोवलेंट molecules we draw formal charges, then we place the charges, negative charge on the more electronegative element and plus charge on the less electronegative element. Otherwise we have to determine formal charge per atom. So in this case it has got hybridization sp3, shape pyramidal. Now next can be taken sulfatine. Value taken of N-2 is again 4 here. Sulfur have 6 electron, charge by 2, 4 means it have hybridization sp3. Now all 4 sigma bonds, no lone pair. Charge is -2, so 2 of the oxygen atoms will have minus charge each, and then 2 or remaining will have double bonds. In this case shape is means hybridization sp3, geometry tetrahedral. In this case all the bond angles or bond lengths will be identical because of resonance. So we can यहाँ लिखा हमने shape बस tetrahedral distorted, but यहाँ पे क्या है? Tetrahedral only, not distorted, because यहाँ पर क्या होता है? By phenomena of resonance, all the bonds become identical, equivalent. All the bonds will have same bond order, but not here. So I hope it is clear. So we have done up to here. Sulfate तक हमारा हो गया पूरा. Now coming next example, HCO3F2. Now next example taken, HCO3F2. In this case the value taken of N-2, xenon is noble gas, 8 electron plus 2 fluorine by 2, 5. 5 means it have hybridization sp3d. So draw geometry as per hybridization, trigonal bipyramidal. Now it have 5 atoms, other atom 5, so they will have 5 sigma bonds, so no lone pair. Without lone pair, now as per your Bent's rule modifications, you can say here more electronegative atom fluorine axial, less electronegative atom oxygen equatorial. So in this case, hybridization sp3d shape is regular, trigonal, bipyramidal, symmetrical shape, so all bond angles, repulsions are cancelling out mutually. We'll have hybridization sp3d shape is trigonal, bipyramidal. Now next bit is XeO3. What is taken the value of N-2 here? Xenon is noble gas 8 electrons, no other atom by 2, no other monovalent atom 4. So it have got 3 sigma bonds and then 1 lone pair. So draw geometry as per hybridization sp3. Geometry is tetrahedral. Now they will have 1 lone pair, so make 1 lone pair and 3 oxygen. All 3 O without charge should have double bond. Hybridization sp3 shape or actual shape is pyramidal, like ammonia. Next taken IO3 minus. Now I'm just doing answer for you directly right now. For IO3 minus, we will have hybridization sp3. अब check कर लीजिए directly. 1 lone pair, 3 sigma bonds, charge -1, so we have 2 double bonds. It have hybridization sp3 shape pyramidal. Next taken ClO4 minus. In ClO4 minus, hybridization sp3 shape tetrahedral. ClO2 minus. In ClO2 minus, it have 2 lone pair. Hybridization same sp3 but shape angular. Are your answers? So you can see or find that this method is very suitable, very useful in predicting the shape and hybridization of molecules. Especially for hybridization, this method is very very good. अब देख सकते हैं कि आराम से हमारा hybridization निकल रहा है. तो if the exam they ask question finding hybridization, you can apply this method of n-2 or n/2 directly if you have given the molecule. So that way you can find the hybridization. I hope it is clear. Now let us draw some diagrams. Let us draw some orbital diagram in some simple molecules in which you get questions in exams also for drawing purpose.